That's right, copper is actually useful in Minecraft. What's going on, guys? It is Skydee. The Bedrock version of Minecraft just got a new preview with new stuff for us to look at. So we are gonna be looking at it because not everybody has access to this, and it's a good thing to show off, especially this specific update, because there is a lot in this preview. This is a very early version of the preview, so it also introduces a lot of bugs. But I'm not gonna go over the bugs, I'm gonna go over the features. So, starting right off with these guys right here. These are actually copper golems, so I don't know if anybody remembers 2021, but in 2021 there was a bit of a mob vote. That is the mob vote that we got the alley in the game from. The copper golem was a part of that mob vote, and that is why the copper golem was not added into the game at that point, but the copper golem is in this preview. So the next version of the game that we get is more than likely going to have the copper golem in it, especially because of all of this functionality, as you can see right here. So what are the copper golems doing exactly? They're not doing anything, really. This is how you make one. It's actually very simple. You can get any block of copper. So you can get a fully, not oxidized block of copper. You could also have completely oxidized. Any full block of copper will work, and just put a pumpkin on him, and you will get yourself a copper golem. That also makes the block of copper that they were standing on a copper chest, which works as a chest, and it sounds cool and it looks cool, right? But what are the copper golems actually supposed to be doing here? Like, why are they opening these chests and then closing them? Well, their job is actually to sort things. So we have a couple of chests over here as well. They are completely empty. But if we take half of these, put them in that chest, we'll take half of these, put it in there, and half of these in this chest. Now what you're going to start seeing is that the copper golems are going to start taking the stuff out of those chests and bringing them over here. So this is their functionality. They are automatic storage sorters. That's what they do. Like this dude just looked in that chest to see if there was any wood in there. There is not, so we moved on. There's no wood in this one, so we moved on. If we put wood in this one real quick though, he will turn around, look in there, there's wood in there, he puts the wood in there. So now we have the wood in there. So that's what they do. Whatever you throw in their chests, if they have a place to put it, like for example, he put the wood in here because there was already wood in here, the dirt went in here because there was already dirt in here. So if we give these guys the rest of this stuff, they are all going to sort it into where it goes based off of where it already is in these chests over here. So they're gonna look, there's no pumpkins in that one. He's gonna move on to this one. Is there pumpkins in there? Yep, he put them in there. He's gonna check that chest for leaf litter. There's none in there. He's gonna check this chest. There's leaf litter. Boom. Minecraft has added its own automatic sorting. And it's actually really, really nice. I like this feature quite a lot, both because it is easy to access and because it's extremely useful. These guys will organize all of your stuff for you. Which is really cool. The copper golems also just kind of look cute. Like, look at this dude. They look like babies. They look like little babies, which is great. Moving on. So the next thing we want to look at is copper items. And by items, I mean tools and armor. So for some reason, I don't know personally why people have wanted this, but some people have wanted this, so Mojang's done it. Copper tools and armor are now in the game as of this preview. The copper is supposed to bridge the gap between stone and iron, at least as far as the tools are concerned. So if we look at the copper sword just as an example, it does 5 attack damage, which is the same amount of extra damage you will get from a stone sword. The only difference is the copper sword is a little more durable, at least as I understand it. So yeah, copper tools, they come in all the tool variants that we are used to, but they are just slightly worse than iron and slightly better than stone tools. In the case of armor, it's just slightly worse than iron, which actually does make sense when you think about it because copper is a lot more readily available than iron. I can't even begin to count the amount of times I've gone mining in a cave and I found copper way before I found anything that I actually wanted to use. Which is why this update is going to be so good, because now copper actually does have a pretty good use, which is exciting. And the final thing I want to showcase in this preview is this music disc. If you play any Java Edition snapshots, or if you've been watching YouTube at all recently concerning Minecraft, you might already know about this disc, but it has come to Bedrock now. This is a remix of Lava Chicken from the Minecraft movie, and I've already heard it, but it's a vibe. It sounds so good. But yes, this is the first preview of Drop 3 for 2025 coming to Minecraft. So far, my thoughts are I actually really enjoy it. Did I ever think in a million years we were going to get uses for copper, like in the form of copper tools and armor? No, I didn't. But it's here, and now that it's here, I'm not gonna bash it because I actually do kind of like it. Also, this song is so stupid and goofy, but I like it too. So yeah, overall, my opinion is, although I didn't really think that, we needed copper tools and armor, now that we do have it, I kind of understand why. It bridges that gap between stone and iron, as I said before, adding a little more variance to people's arsenals and making the game that much more playable. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was a short little showcase. I like to do these videos when new previews come out, now that I have access to previews, just to show my Minecraft audience what is coming to the game, and hopefully to get people a little excited, especially when the drops are good. Such as this one is shaping up to be. If you would, drop a like and definitely subscribe to the channel if you don't want to miss any more of these types of videos. Until the next one, thank you guys.